Good morning. Well, actually, it's good afternoon, but good morning for you guys, 9B. Just going to go over where we should have been and where we're going today. It's fairly straightforward. What you should have done last week, I asked you to create basically the rest of your ideas. So you got your concept ideas, they should have been in there, and then you should have three individual ideas created out of those concepts. So you should have three ideas for your food, stroke, drink, or combination container. As you can see at the bottom of each of these, you will see that there is a peer, self, and teacher feedback. I can't do any feedback on it, unless, of course, you tend to be a photograph, and I'm more than willing to give you some feedback on that if you wish via email. The alternative, though, is for yourself to do some and also to ask other people in your household. So what I want you to do is just say what has gone well with it and what could be better for each of those three designs. You should then be able to complete these evaluating ideas, give your opinion on each of these areas and explain. So it may well be that you're doing something within this one, say if I wanted to do idea one, and it's about aesthetics. So it's how does it look? What do you think? As far as what you said for your specification, how does it look? And you might say, you might give it a ranking. So it might be out of 10, it might be out of 5. So you might sort of go 3 out of 5, and you can then explain it. The idea is quite eye-catching in that it uses bright coloured plastics to attract my target audience of teenagers. However, and this is where you might put something, because it's a 3 out of 5, there must be something that stops it from getting the 5 out of the 5, and it might be however, and then I want to know what the downside to it is. So it may well be that you say, however, the design is all one colour, and it might be nice to have contrasting colours for the main body and the lid, and you might give an example there, say yellow and purple, which are obviously contrasting opposite sides of the colour wheel. That's the kind of thing that I want. It just has to be little statements, plus minuses on there, and you do it for those ideas, for all of those, so you've got all the different bits and pieces. I mean, obviously it's dropped down a little bit on mine, but you will see that it's got them, and then it asks you to do a kind of testing opinion and what their improvements are. What would you have improved? So you can see after you've done those blocks in this bit here, and you have to excuse me because it has messed it up a bit, testing opinion of others, so you can get a bit of an opinion on there. Try to do it for some of the other bits and pieces, but bug somebody else in your household. What do they think to your designs? And then finally, is there any improvements and why? And I'm asking for a couple of improvements and why. Now what that will actually give us is pretty much an overall, this is the one that I'm going to design. And next, after the holidays now, I'm going to ask you to draw up a more finalised version of what you've actually created, and that will be your final piece for this particular one. All very straightforward. What I'll do is I will save this again as a PDF and upload it just in case you haven't got it, so that will be on Pars as well. But all that leaves me to say is have a great break for the 2 weeks. I know you've been stuck at home like me, so at least you're not going to be doing the work, but I'm sure you might get a little bit bored. You might want to do some work. Keep yourself safe and have a relaxing time, and don't eat too much chocolate. Take care, everyone. Bye.